What's going on, guys? Fox, and in today's video tutorial we're going to be updating the Mig Switch Mig Flash firmware from the old version to 1.21, and I'm also going to be going over the XCI cutting tool. Supposedly in this firmware it covers the XCI cutting tool, so you can actually trim your ROMs and make them smaller. It takes out the unnecessary files and stuff, and it actually works supposedly. I haven't tested it yet, so I'm going to be doing this in real time. Supposedly this works. I have no idea. So first things first, what you want to do is download my pack. Right click, press extract here on the archive, and when we get done updating the firmware, I'll go over how to use this tool. Okay, so put your SD card into the computer, and you're going to see an update.s2 file. What I want you to do is delete that. Don't copy and paste and override. Always make sure you delete the files so it doesn't create any problems. And if worse comes to worse, and if you're having a hard time getting your card to read with the new update, you can go ahead and delete your index file. But I'm not going to delete it. I don't think it's going to cause a problem, but just in case it does give you a problem, just delete your index file. The root of my microcard is going to be blurred out for obvious reasons, so just, all the root of the cards look the same. And if you're having any problems getting your titles to load, always leave them on the root of the card. Don't leave them inside folders. I leave all my dumps on the root of the SD card in non-folder format. So just copy your update.s2 file right there and just paste it on the root. Now when we go to plug the Mig Flash Mig Switch into the system, it's gonna change a couple of lights real quick, and I'll go over it with you in real time, but there's no way of me recording that. So go ahead, safely remove your microcard from the computer, plug into the Mig Switch Mig Flash, and I'll meet you on the system. Okay, go ahead and take your SD card out of the computer and plug it into your Mig Switch, then turn on your system. Go ahead and plug the Mig Switch into the system. It's gonna flash blue. It's flashing blue, it's solid blue. Then you will get this. When you see this error code pop up, that means that it flashed properly. So that's 100% normal when that happens. So go ahead and press OK. Then eject your Mig Switch Mig Flash card. Then re-inject it into the system. Now it's going to stay solid green. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to load up a title to see if it works. As you can see, the update's stuck and it is working. Now we're going to jump back on the computer. I'm going to show you how to trim an XCI file. Okay, make sure your SD card is plugged into the computer, and we're going to go ahead and trim the file. So you want to run this as administrator. After that opens up, what we're going to do is we're going to click on Okay, what you need to do is I made a test folder. That's just my folder right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm just going to call it whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to call it test. Okay, now you want to open up, you can grab the address bar here if you want to do that. Just right click and press copy. You don't have to do it that way. Then you want to press source. That's where your file's located. Then I just hit back, and I'm going to hit enter. And that's going to bring me up to my holding folder here. Then just click on this. That's your file that you want to do. Press OK. Then the destination, that's going to be where it's going to be saved to. So we can open up our test folder, and we can just copy that location. Oh, so it's already there. So just press open, press save, and that's gonna, so our source, that's where our main XCI file lives, and our destination, that's where it's gonna put the finished project. Then you want to go ahead and press cut, and that's gonna let it do its thing. Then we're gonna go ahead and test it for the first time to see if it actually works. So depending on you know, speed of your computer and the file, you know, mileage may vary. So I'll time this and I'll see how long it takes to get this done. So I'll be back when this is ready. Okay, it says it's been successful, so go ahead and press OK. Now we're going to open up our test folder, and this is our trimmed file. So let's compare the size here and we'll see what it looks like. So this is our test file. It's 9.41 gigabytes. Now let's compare it to the original one and see if it actually changed anything. And it actually did trim it quite a bit, as you can see. That's the trimmed file. So right here, 941, that's our trimmed one, and this is the original. So just in case you're wondering what the XCI trimmer does, here's the information. I'm not going to bother reading all this. Basically, it makes the file smaller and you don't lose any of the game content. It just removes like unnecessary junk in the file. Now I'll show you how to put it on the SD card, and we're going to test this together for the first time. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, or whatever. So what you want to do is you want to go into your test folder here. Do you see that it says -cut? We need to remove that, so we need to make sure our names match our SD card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the dash and I'm going to take out the word cut. Very important, when you use the Mig Switch Mig Flash, you need to make sure that everything has the same exact name. Otherwise, a file structure will not read correctly. So go ahead and put your SD card into the computer. Just wanted to show you something. So this is our original file. See, it says .exe, .xci. I'm sorry, .xci. Very tired today. So just make sure that all your names match. You just need to say that. Your front name is most important. Whatever the title's called, it needs to be that way. You have to always make sure if it's not the same exact name, it will not work. So let's go ahead and we're going to take it for a test. So just go ahead and delete your original file that's on your micro card, and just put the fresh file on. Don't copy and paste and override, just delete it so we don't cause any problems. Or just, you know, put it inside of a folder in your SD card on your system, and you can do that, but I can't show the whole micro card here. So just, you know, keep your original file safe in case it doesn't work, otherwise you'll be wasting time. What I'm doing is on my SD card, I'm sorry you can't see it, but I made a new folder. I'm just leaving it there. I'm going to take my original XCI file and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put it inside this folder, so I don't have to re-put it on there in case it doesn't work or whatever. So what you're going to do is now we're going to copy and paste the new file, the trimmed one. And just to make sure that's a trimmed one, just click on the properties and you'll see it's much smaller, 9.41 gigabytes compared to I think 14 gigabytes or whatever. So just copy, sorry about that. So just copy and paste that onto the micro card. And I'll be back when this is done. Okay, file's copied over. I'm going to go ahead and give it a test and see if it boots up. Okay, so this is my trimmed file. I'm going to go ahead and boot it up and see if it works. As you can see, the trimmed file is working. This is great because then we can save a lot of space. A couple gigabytes here, a couple gigabytes there add up, especially if you have a low storage micro card. Anyway guys, that's it for the tutorial. Like and subscribe to the Fox Den. I'll catch you later. Have an awesome day.